one player who Rajasthan had before and who performed really well for them was Tewatia. And many people weren't sure if he could do it again. Well, he just did it once again for Gujarat Titans. He basically saved them that game.
Yeah, no way. I was so sure Lucknow was winning that game. I was so sure because I had no hope in David Miller. I had no hope in Rahul Tewatia. And as soon as I started ranting about them, they just, they destroyed the Lucknow bowlers. Like, that was great power hitting. Gujarat was one side that we talked a lot of shit about in the preview, and they stunned all of us by winning 2 games in the trot. And not just winning 2 games comprehensively, right?
And beating DC in one of them. Not a full strength DC, but still DC.
They stamped the authority hard, Again, they came against Lucknow. Mohammad Shami, that's an inspired spell. Wow. Um, Perfect seam presentation, moving away to Quinton de Kock coming in. He got 4 wickets in that game. That was beautiful to see. Rashid Khan, as usual, he do his job. Hardik Pandya's bowling against Delhi was wow. I didn't know this at the start, but Rehan told me. He bowled 140 in that game. That's some serious pace for a man with a back issue, and he got the wicket in the first over. He's been doing really well.
First ball.
The issue is that fifth bowler, and I think the fifth bowler, Varun is used right, they can do it, but then he wasn't used right in the previous game. They bowled 1 over Varun. Vijay Shankar over is fine because they would have wanted to get it over fast and it was consecutive overs. But then they should not have bowled Rahul Tewatia over, especially after Varun gave only 7. So I think Pandya needs to just look at his captaincy, but it's been good so far. The Lockie Ferguson spell at the end was, that was genius bowling and that was genius captaincy as well. So
yeah, the bowling unit looks pretty insane, especially with Hardik bowling at 140 clicks.
Yeah, their bowling looks different and their batting looks mediocre. Shubman Gill, what a player, what an innings.
Wow.
Yeah, that was just pure class from the 2018 batch. We hope his counterpart Shaw does the same, but that was class. Wade needs to,
And I feel like the entire, like our basis for doubting Gujarat Titans, I would say, would have been was the weakness of their middle order, and their middle order have fired on all fronts. As you said, as you already mentioned, Miller and Tewatia out of nowhere. I didn't expect it. Like Rehan always talks about how Miller is good, but
Miller's amazing, man.
I genuinely didn't.
Miller used to be amazing. The innings he's played
used
for
to be good in
Punjab
2014.
Yeah, those were the heights of what everyone called Killer Miller.
Yes.
But then he peaked then, and then he's just been downhill. But then we're seeing a comeback.
And also Pandya also played well. We didn't know what to expect.
Pandya at 4 is the reason that their batting is doing so well. He's been in both the games. He played so well, and
no, but I will say though, Pandya at 4 last game, he played like an anchor innings of some sort. His strike rate was around 120, 130. I don't want to see that from him next time onwards. I want to see proper Pandya 150, him firing all cylinders, because that's what I want Pandya to do. That's what he's best at. I don't want to see him not using his batting to the potential.
I mean, if he plays at 4, considering how David Miller and Tewatia are firing, he probably expected that he could probably go maybe if like as we saw in the game, it would be batting with Shubman Gill, because Shubman Gill obviously played for a while there. Then maybe he would have wanted Shubman Gill to fire, and he just sort of played that role. I'm not doubting that he can assume the role of a power hitter as he has done in the past, but I'm not angry at it. Like Shubman Gill was playing well, he just sort of took a back seat, waited, and then he hit a solid 30 runs. It wasn't too bad. I agree with what you're saying in the sense that he has more potential, but individually, if you look at that innings, given the situation, it wasn't a bad innings, and I think it was fairly decent.
The first thing Gujarat need to do is get Vijay Shankar out of the team. The second thing they need to do is push Abhinav Manohar Sadrangani, or whatever his last name is, up the order and get anyone instead of Vijay Shankar. Just don't keep Vijay Shankar. Thanks.
There was some major confusion in the chat because we thought Abhinav Manohar will come, and then some random dude came, and we had no idea who it was, and then we realized that it's just his last name.
Yeah, but The only thing they need to do is get Vijay Shankar out as of now because everything else is going well. Their replacements of
Saha
Vijay
comes
Shankar
in?
can be many. As long as they don't replace him with Gurpreet Singh Mann, it's all good. Yeah.
Wait, what did you say, Rehan?
Saha's an option.
Oh, yeah,
Really?
No, but
Saha.
they'll want to play Wade and Gill up
No,
top, and I don't think they'll
play
Saha
Wade,
at
play
Yeah,
three.
so
Gill, play
Saha at
Saha
3.
also. Play all three.
Yeah,
Where will you play
play
Saha
Saha
at
at 3. 3.
No, you can open with Saha because Wade can bat anywhere. That's the thing
Yeah, I
about
was
Wade.
thinking
You know,
also Saha in the past
you
has
know,
proved to
Saha
be
has scored
very
100 at
explosive.
4. Saha has an IPL 100 at 4.
That was the
No,
SRH final, right?
Saha is
Game.
good,
Oh
but
no,
Saha
yeah.
Saha opening is different. Like at the moment, he's best opening. And you know what you need to do is you can get him to open, you can get him at 3. But the one thing they have that they are sorted is Wade can bat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's fine.
Also,
Yeah, I would try opening with Saha because you just want Saha in the power play. He can clear the power play. You don't really want him after that.
You don't
So
need him after that.
you
Yeah,
can
you
just
don't need him.
exactly, like
yeah,
not too
just tell him to
consistent,
tee
but
off in the power play.
even in the past couple of years, if you look at what Saha has, when he's come in as an opener and just been just told to get like hit, what am I saying? Get loose, hit loose, go loose. You know what I mean? When he's been told to do that, he's hit like solid 40 runs of like 20 balls, 30 or 15, like a very good start for Sunrisers. I believe it was he opened for a bit there. So yeah, he's a very solid opener. So yeah, I guess you can move Wade to 3, remove Vijay Shankar, and then keep Hardik at 4.